everything about this game just fucking sucked. A lot of people didn't watch this game because a lot of people aren't Chiefs or Colts fans, right? So people watching this video will probably be asking, how the hell did the Chiefs lose to Jacoby Brissett? Well, short answer is injuries. And I'm not saying this is an excuse. Okay, I'm not saying this to ease the pain, you know what I'm saying? This is the most injured the Chiefs have been in a few seasons. It's really bad right now. And they kept piling up in today's game as well. When you watch the highlights of this game, you'll see a lot of Patrick Mahomes throws to Byron Pringle. Who the hell is Byron Pringle? Well, today he was our second running back. Before last week, he was on our practice squad. And that's just to give you an idea of how injured the offense is right now. But I'm not going to blame exclusively the offense being injured. I'm also going to blame this shitty defense. This defense has made no improvements or progress since last year. New names, new faces, same shitty results. If I am the head coach of a team who's about to play the Chiefs, I would literally hand off the ball every single play in the game. Not one play in a game would I pass the ball. Because that's how shitty the run defense is. They could expect a run and you'd still gain 6, 7, 8 yards per carry. The run defense is garbage. It's so bad. This was the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career that he did not score 26 or more points in a game, which is pretty incredible. Today, he scored 10. I'm sorry, it wasn't 10. It was 13. I forgot about that late field goal Harrison Butker made. This was a really boring game to watch. Really boring. Really slow. Really painful. So, in the first quarter, the Chiefs would open up the scoring early with a Harrison Butker field goal from 29 yards. All right, Chiefs up 3-0 early in the game. Then later on, the Colts would score a touchdown. It was a 1-yard rush. And if you're at the 1-yard line against the Chiefs defense, guaranteed touchdown. Guaranteed. Second quarter, the Chiefs finally scored a touchdown, and it was a Byron Pringle pass from Patrick Mahomes. And okay, look. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how amazing this play was from Patrick Mahomes? Regardless of the outcome tonight, this was arguably the greatest play Patrick Mahomes has made in his entire career so far. Straight out of Madden, this play. I can't show it because I'll get copyright striked. But when you look at the highlights, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, yep, that was it. It was amazing. And when it happened, I didn't cheer or anything. I just laughed. I laughed because it was amazing. Adam Vinatieri, as you know, has struggled early this season, and his struggling started in the playoffs last year in Arrowhead Stadium. He missed 2 field goals, I think, in that playoff game. Well, today he didn't struggle. He decided to actually do good again. 2 more field goals made in the second quarter, and it's 13-10 Indianapolis. And then in the fourth quarter, 2 more field goals from the Colts. It's 19-10. And then the Chiefs finally decided to start driving and start actually doing good offensively when we were down by 2 possessions. I feel like there's so much I want to talk about, but I just can't think of everything at once. Tyrann Mathieu had his first pick as a Chief. Congratulations, Tyrann. But, however, a couple plays later, it was a short pass to LaShawn McCoy, and he would fumble it, and no points for the Chiefs on that drive. Justin Houston made some great defensive plays, and you can tell that he was salty that the Chiefs released him, but he was overpaid heavily, and that's why we released him. Justin, I still love you, bro, but you were overpaid. And that was John Dorsey's fault. You were fired for a reason, John. Yeah, late in the fourth quarter, forgot about this. This was really frustrating. It was 3rd and 25 from, our end zone. Patrick Mahomes was in his own end zone. It was 3rd for 25. He passes it 20 yards to Byron Pringle, the practice squad guy, filling in for all the injuries that we have. And Byron Pringle has this wide open gap to just get tackled right at the first down. He could have done that, and it would have been a first down, right at the marker. We would have been fine. But you know what he decides to do? Instead of running through this gap and get tackled right past the first down, he decides to try and outrun the guys, and so he gets tackled 2 yards short. Therefore, the Chiefs have to go for it on 4th down, and then that's where Justin Houston would make a defensive stop, and it would be a turnover, and then that's where the Colts would score their game-winning field goal. So Byron Pringle, that's on you, dude. That's on you. You should have run up the gap and you should have gotten tackled right past the marker. Instead, you tried to go around and you got tackled short. That was a dumb play. Another side note, Travis Kelce had an awful performance too. Travis Kelce had a couple bad drops. He was not on his game today. It was not a good day for Travis Kelce. Patrick Mahomes got hurt a couple times. He limped off the field a couple times, but he came back. I don't even know what to say. This is a painful loss. However, the reason I'm not raging or anything is because it's still early into the season. Some of my subscribers may remember last year when I was furious over that Chargers-Chiefs game because the refs fucked us over, and to this day I stand by that. The refs did fuck us over heavily in that game. That was last season. I couldn't care less anymore. That was last season. But, the reason I'm not raging, it's early into the season. The Chiefs are 4-1. We're still first place in the division. Surprisingly, the Raiders are only a game behind, which I hope doesn't last very long. The Chargers lost to the Broncos today. Good. Yeah, it's frustrating. The Colts have seemed to own the Chiefs with Peyton Manning, with Andrew Luck. And now, maybe this is the beginning of them continuing to own us with Jacoby Brissett. Hopefully it isn't. I'm not saying at all that the Colts are a bad team. Coming into this game, I knew that they were an above-average team. I've been paying attention to scores, and they've been performing way over expectations. I think they were projected at the beginning of the season to finish with 5 wins. They're 3-2 in week 5. They're a good team, so you have to give them credit where credit is due. And back to the ref thing, the refs actually were pretty shitty today as well, but not for the Chiefs. They were shitty for the Colts. I'm saying this as a Chiefs fan. They had a pass interference that was called on somebody later in the game, which was not a pass interference at all. Patrick Mahomes threw his first interception, which was not his fault at all. He threw it at the ground, but it bounced off of I forget who he passed it to. It bounced off their hands, up into the air, right into the defenseman's hands. And in my opinion, that was an interception. They reviewed it because they thought maybe it touched the ground. They showed replays, really close replays. And for me, there was not clear evidence that it touched the ground. Not enough to overturn it, at least. But they ended up overturning it, which they shouldn't have. So, still, Patrick Mahomes hasn't thrown a pick, even though he should have that one. So, Colts fans watching this, the refs weren't bad for the Chiefs today. They were bad for you. But you beat us and the refs. So, congratulations. The Chiefs play the Houston Texans in Arrowhead Stadium next week. I would like to think that we win that, but with all these injuries, who knows what the hell will happen. This week, for my sports teams, has been one of the worst sports weeks ever. As a sports fan, it's been awful. Let me recap this, okay? It starts with Rays losing the first game of the ALDS. Then the Lightning would lose. It's regular season. I don't really care that much. Lightning lose to the Panthers. Okay, that's the start of the season. The Rays would lose game 2 of the ALDS the same night. And then tonight, the Lightning lose again. And then also tonight, the Chiefs lose in Arrowhead Stadium to the Indianapolis Colts. That's 5 losses, 0 wins for my sports teams in the last 72 hours. They've all been brutal. So let's hope that will change tomorrow and the Rays can win game 3 of the ALDS at Tropicana Field. But, this is a Chiefs recap, so we're going to keep it football. I don't have much else to say. I think I've covered enough. Let me know what you thought about this game in the comments below, Chiefs fans. Colts fans too, I guess. With that being said, let's move on to next week. Hopefully we're not as injured next week. Go Chiefs. Chiefs unfortunately lose tonight for the first loss of the season. Dropped to 4-1, and that's all I got. Peace out.